So, good morning to everyone. Today we will see the topic. Previous class, we have seen one of the divide and conquer approach techniques, that is the binary search. Today we'll see another techniques of the which follows the another algorithm which follows the divide and conquer approach, that is the merge sort. Okay, so merge sort follows the divide and conquer approach, and the divide and conquer approach is basically, if the problem is large, then we can divide the problem into sub problems. And how many times we will divide? We will divide till it is become a small problem. Means only one element will be present. We will divide that time up to that time. And after that, we will what? We will solve the problem, and combining the solution of each sub problems, we will get the solution of the original problems. So in merge sort, there what we will take in merge sort, we will also, there is an array element present. In this array element, over this array element, we will done the searching. So first, here you can see I have taken an array which is of 8 elements, and this we already know the concept, we have already known that the first index element, the array's first index element, will be the what? Will be the low element, or we can say this is the first element will be the low will point in that position, and the last element, the high will point in that position when the searching or when the sorting starts. When the sorting starts, in that time, the first element low will point to the first element of the array, and high will point to the last element of the array. So first we will see the merge sort algorithm. So you see I have written an algorithm merge sort, and this algorithm takes two parameter. One is low and another is high. So it is taking two parameters. So why when we will divide the problems into sub problems, if our low is less than high, then what we will do? If low is less than high, we'll find the mid first. What mid will be? The mid equal to low plus high by 2. And after that, after we finding the mid, we will divide the problem and merge sort. What? It will be divided into two parts, L to mid and mid plus 1 to h. In these two part, and we will merge sort this in two parts. So if till now the problem is large, then we will again what? We will again divide the problem, and till now up to what? When there will be the single elements present, in that time what? We will sorting, our sorting will be start, and after sorting we will combine the our solutions, and getting the solutions, we will what we will do? Getting the solution of the original problem. Now, through tracing tree, I will show how this merge sort algorithm works. Now, first you can see from example that there are what? There are 8 elements present in the array. Now, the first low is pointing to the first position, and high is pointing to the what? High is pointing to the last position. So this first time, the first position will be the low will point to the first position, and high will point to the last position. So here you can see first I have taken what? Our total array 1 to 8. So then what we will perform? We will perform is low less than high. Yes, low is less than high, because low is what? Low is now 1, and it is what? It is less than 8. It is less than 8. Yes, it is less than 8. So that means what? We will perform, we will get the mid value. Mid equal to low plus high by 2. That means 1 plus 8 by 2, 9 by 2, it is up to, we can say the mid is on 4. This position, the mid will be on 4 position. So how now what we will do? Our list, now we will divide our list into two parts. What will be the two parts? One part will be from low to mid. One part will be from low to mid, and another part of the list will be mid plus 1 to high. So here, if we take this example, then what will it will become? Our low is on 1 and mid is on 4. So one part of the list become 1 to 4. And another part of the list, that is mid plus 1 to high. Now our mid plus 1 is what? 5 and high is what? 8. So 5 to 8. So at first our list is 1, and after that we divide our list into two parts, from low to mid and mid plus 1 to high. So our list is divided with two parts. Now you see in this how many elements are present. Here also we are seeing that it is not that case, because it will again what? It will again recursively call that this functions, merge sort functions will be again recursively called. Why recursively called? Because we already till now what? Our low is 1. In this case, what will be our low? Our low is 1 and high is 4, and high is 4 in this part. So what? Low is less than high. So again, what we will perform? Again, we will get the mid. Mid equal to low plus high by 2. That means what? It will be 1 plus 4 by 2. It will be 1 plus 4 by 2. That means our mid will now what? Our mid will become 2. We can say our mid will become 2. So what? Our mid will become, we are concerned first about this part from 1 to 4. Only this part we are concerned about. Now in this 1 to 4, what? Our list is low. Low is what? 1. And 4 is now what? High. So 1 less than equal to 4. Yes, 1 is less than equal to 4. So we will again find mid from here. So mid equal to 1 plus 4 by 2. That means now our mid will become in this part 2. So what? We will divide the list again into two parts, from what? Low to mid and mid plus 1 to high. That means 1 and 2. That means 1 and 2. This list is divided as 1 and 2. And mid plus 1 high, 2 high. Mid plus 1 is what? 3. So 3 comma 4. So this list is again divided into two parts. And in this case, in this part, what will be? In this part is 5 less than equal to 8. Yes, 5 less than equal to 8. That means what? That means we will again divide the list. Again, we have to divide the list. So we have to find the mid in this case. So what will be the mid? Mid equal to 5 plus 8 by 2. 5 plus 8 by 2 means what? 5 plus 8 by 2 means 13 by 2. That means our mid will become 6 now. So this part, it will again divided into two parts. What will be the two parts? This two part will be low to high mid. That means 5 to 6. And another will be the mid plus 1 to high. That means 7 to 8. So this is divided into again two parts. After that, here, what are our elements? Now there are two elements present in our list. Here 1 comma 2. That means two elements are present. Two elements are also what? Two elements are also a big problem, because in the definition of the divide and conquer, we say if there is a single element present, then we can say it is the small element. So here also we have to again divide that list. Now 1, what will be the high? Low will be 1, and high is what? 2. 1 less than 2. Yes, 1 is less than 2. So 1 plus 2 by 2. That means what? It will be 0.2. It will be 0.22. That means our list will again be divided. Our list will be again divided into two parts. What? 1 comma 1 and 2 comma 2. Now you see there is only one element present. After dividing that, there is only one is present. Same as that in this case of the list also, the 3 comma 4. That means if we divided this part, it will become 3 and it will become 4. Means only one element is present now. In right side of the part, 5 comma 6. If we divided this also, it will become 5 and 6. And if divided this part, 7 comma 8, there will be 7 and 8. So after here, you can see in the last line, when we reached here, we can say that there are what? Only one elements are present now. After when there will be the one elements present, what we will do? We will then start this function, merge. This start this function. Up till now, what we have done, we have divide this problem, then again divide this problem, then again divide this problem until what? Only the single element is reached. After the single element is reached, then what we will do? Then we will perform the function merge. Merge, what we will be merge? Merge our low, comma, mid, comma, high. That means the merging will take place. So in this condition, this will be first merged. So our merging will be first merge will take place in this position. Then what? These two elements will be merged and our merging will take place in this position. This will be the second merge. After that, these two will be merged and we will get the value in this position. Then again, from the right side portion, we will what? We will do this and this. We'll merge these two elements and our fourth merging will be done here. And what? Again, we will perform this and this two merging. So our merging will what? This will be our fifth merging. And after that, these two will be merged. So after merging, this will be the sixth merging. And after that, these two will be merged and we will get the final value. So that's how the merging can be done. So this is the main technique of an merge sort. So if they are first, we have divided the problem. If we can see with the example, we have divided the problem. Till now, what? First, there are this 8 elements are present first. This merging will be done 9 and 3, and it will become 3 and 9. After that, 7 and 5, this will be merged, and 5 and 7, it will become. So after that, this two will be merged. This two will be merged, and it will become 3, 5, 7, 9. So this is the what? This is our third merging. Then again, the right side merging will be done. So the right side merging, 6 and 4 will be merged fast. So it became 4 and 6. After that, 8 and 2 will be merged and it will become 2, 8. So again, this 2 will be merged and it will become 2, 4, 6, 8. And after that, the final merging will be done and the value will be 2, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's how the merging is done. First, what we have to do, we have to divide the problems. Divide the problems up to what? When we only get the single elements. After we are getting the single elements, we will start our merging. We will start our functions merging one by one. So after merging one by one, when at last, we will get our desired result. So that's how the merge sort works. The technique is clear?
Yes, sir.
Or I will again explain it. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is basically the process. This is basically the process in which the merge sort works. So first, if we see it, then what will be the now? What will be the time complexity? What will be the time complexity of the merge sort? Now you see in the time complexity of the merge sort. First, when we divided until only one element is present, that is one element. Here is also one element. Here is also one element. Means we divide the problem until one elements are present. So first time when the merging will be done, here the merging will be done. So how many elements will be merged? Two elements will be merged. Here also, how many elements will be merged? These two elements will be merged, means two elements will be merged. In this level, how many elements will be merged? These two elements will be merged. Then in this, how many elements will be merged? These two elements will be merged. So total how many? 2, 2, 2, 2. That means total 8 elements are merged. Then again what? Then these 8 elements we have get, This is again, here in this position, how many elements will be merged? This two, that means total 4 elements will be merged. Here also, this is 2 elements present. There is also 2 elements present. So it will be merged and it will become 4. That means in this step also, how many elements will be present? 8 elements will be present. So here we already get that 4 elements are present here, 4 elements are present here. Then again we merge. Then how many elements will be present here? 8 elements will be present here. That means from here we can say that in each level, we are how many in each level, how many elements are merged? N number of elements are merging in each level. If we convert it into the n, because you have seen that in our case, 8 elements are present here. Here also we have 8 elements are present here. There is also 8 elements are present here. That means if we convert it into the n, then in each level, how many elements will be present? N number of elements will be present. And you know that in our 8 elements, we are merging our what? We are merging 8 elements. 8 elements we are merging, and our merge sort is working on 8 elements. So how many levels are there? You can see this is the here in this level, the merging is not done. It is not the merging, it is the merging can be done in this level, and this level. So how many levels are here? The merging are taking place in these 3 levels. If we see our example, the merging is done on these 3 levels. So what we can say in 3 levels, 8 elements are merged. In 3 levels, 8 elements are merged. That means what? That means we can say that log what? Log 2 base 8. And it will become what? 2 to the power 3. So the result will be get as 2 to the power 3. So 3 will be here. So that means what? We can say that it will be log n steps. We can say from here, it will be log n. So the total time complexity will be what? The merge sort total time complexity will be theta log n, n log n. So it is the total time complexity of an merge sort algorithm. Clear? So merge sort algorithm, how many steps? Here you have seen, we have seen that for merging of 8 elements, we require 3 steps. That means what? If we convert it into the log condition, then we can see from log, this value is compared. So we are getting this desired result. That means through, we can say that it will be in the log n process. So our total time complexity, what will be the total time complexity? The total time complexity will be n log n. This is the total time complexity of our merge sort algorithm. Now, if it will be cleared also, if you can see from here that if we use, now if we explain it through an example, we will clear in the details that this is our array 9375, and in this array 9375648 so total these 8 elements are present. If how the merging is done, first when we find the mid value, this 2 part is divided from 1 to 4 and 5 to 8. So these 2 parts will be divided. First, these 2 parts will be divided. Then what? Then we will divide. We will again divide that. So what? We will divide that. It will be low to mid, and this will be mid plus 1 to high. So this part we will divide again. And here you can see after that we will what? We will again divide. And after again dividing, only each one elements are present. Same case here also, that if we divide this problem, then what it will be? Low to mid and mid plus 1 to high. So that means what? That means it will be 5 to 6 and 7 to 8. This will be divided into 2 parts, and again we will divide into one part. That will again we will divide it, and we will get what? Only a single elements. So after getting that single elements, what? So the first merging will be done in this step. So here you can see next step what I have done. In the next step, you see I have done that 3, 9 is merged and 5 and 7 is also merged, because the first merging will be done here, the second merging will be done here. Same as that, after this merging, that here the merging has done and it is become 3, 9 and 5, 7. So again the merging will be done and this value will be changed. So the merging will take place and the value will get 3, 5, 7, 9. So now you can see it is on the sorted. Same as that in here also, after dividing we get the single elements, the merging will be take place. So first, where the merging will be done? Here the first merging will be done. You can see the value is replaced with 4 and 6. That means the first merging have already done. Here also the second merging will be done, because here is 8 and 2. So merging will be take place, and here what? After merging, the value will be sorted. The value will be sorted and it is 2 and 8. So after this, these two will be merged, and these two, after these two will be merged, we get what? This final value 2, 4, 6, 8. So now our two parts of the list is sorted, 3, 5, 7, 9 and 2, 4, 6, 8. Now again between these two the merging will be occurred, and what? We will get the final result, that is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we will get what? We will get our final result. You can see we are getting our final result. So that's how the merge sort algorithm works. Merge sort is done in this way. Now, if you observed very carefully that what in merge sort, if we compare it with the tree, then what it is? It is the post-order traversal. Post-order traversal is because that first what we are doing, left side merging, then right side merging, and after that root merging. So what in the post-order traversal, if you see basically, then it is basically the merging is of the post-order traversal. First, in post-order traversal, what we have done? In post-order traversal, we have first what? We have first combined the first, then left subtree, then right subtree, and after that what? After that the root is taken. Here also we can what? We are doing the left portion first, then right portion, and after that the root. So this is, if we convert it into the observe it basically, then we can see that merge sort is basically the post-order traversal. It follows the approach of the post-order traversal. So merge sort can be done with this way. Clear? समझ में आया सबको?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that's how the merging is done. So basically, what is the fundamental of this merge sort? Merge sort is basically divide the problem, then again divide the problem, and again divide the problem until the single element is reached. After the single element is reached, then we will what? Then the problem is small, and what? After we get the problem is so small, then we will start the merging. One by one, we will start the merging, and after merging all the elements, we will get our final desired result. So if now from here, we'll find the recurrence relation of this function. Now we will find the recurrence relation from the algorithm. You can see, we know that total time of algorithm, if we prove that the total time taken for this algorithm is Tn. The total time of this algorithm is what? We're considering, assuming that the total time of this algorithm taken is Tn. So we know how many times these statements will take. How many times? This is a simple statement. So this simple statements means it will take 1 unit of time. And basically what of these two are performing, these two statements are performing merge sort L mid and merge sort mid plus 1 to high. That means what is the purpose of these two statements? These two statements are dividing the problem into sub problems. Means if there is one list, this problem is dividing the list into two parts. So that means if the total time is Tn, then it will take what? It will take half time to search for that why it is written Tn by 2. Same as that, this statement also. This statement is what? If total time is Tn, it is the half part. That means what? It is the Tn by 2. And what this statement is doing? This statement is merging, combining. Each elements, these statements are combining. That means what? It is combining n elements. So how much time it will be required? N time will be required. So this is how we can find the time of each statements. So what after combining, what it will become? It will become Tn by Tn. 1 minute. So now if we see, so how many times it will be taken? Total Tn equal to what? How many times? We can say that this the 2 times it is sorting, 2 times the merge sort is going. So the total time will be what? The total time will be 2t n by 2 plus n. So this will be the total time. This will be our total time, that Tn equal to 2t n by 2 by plus n. So if we convert it into the recurrence relation, so what it will be the recurrence relation look like? The recurrence relation will be look like Tn what? If n is equal to 1, if n is equal to 1, that means what? N is equal to 1, that means we are performing nothing. So because only a single element is present, n is equal to 1 means only a single element is present. So for single element, what? We didn't, any sorting we didn't done, because we can say that the problem is already what? The problem is already sorted. If there is one element present, so the time will be what? 1. But if n is greater than 1, means more than one elements are present, then what? Then what we are doing? Tn equal to what? This statement we have seen, that is what? Tn by 2. We are dividing the list. So one part of the list will what? It will become Tn by 2, and another part of the list will also become Tn by 2. So total is what? 2Tn by 2. And our what? The n will be, and after n elements are merging, we are merging what? The n elements. So it will be n. So what our recurrence relation will be? 2Tn by 2 plus n. So if n is equal to 1, then Tn equal to 1. And if n is greater than 1, then our what? Then our Tn will be 2Tn by 2 plus n. Clear? समझ में आया?
Yes, sir.
कैसे एल्गोरिथम से हम फाइंड किए? जैसे ऐसे हम लोगों को फाइंड में कि टोटल टाइम कितना है? Tn. अब हम उसको डिवाइड कर रहे हैं. डिवाइड कर रहे हैं कैसे? मर्ज सॉर्ट जो स्टेटमेंट है, मर्ज सॉर्ट को रिकर्सिवली कॉल कर रहे हैं फंक्शंस को. अब रिकर्सिवली जब कॉल करेगा क्या है? हम मर्ज सॉर्ट में क्या है? 2 पार्ट में डिवाइड किए. तो 2 पार्ट से डिवाइड करने क्या है कि टोटल टाइम अगर Tn लगेगा तो उसके लिए क्या है? एक पार्ट के लिए क्या होगा? Tn by 2 लगेगा, दूसरे पार्ट के लिए Tn by 2 लगेगा. सो हम लोग ऐसे उसको डिवाइड कर लिए, और आप डिवाइड करने के बाद क्या है, हम उसको क्या है कॉम्बाइन करते हैं। तो इसीलिए क्या है कि नंबर ऑफ एलिमेंट्स को हम लोग कॉम्बाइन करते हैं, तो टोटल नंबर ऑफ एलिमेंट्स को टाइम कितना लगेगा, n टाइम। हम लोग देखे हैं जैसे मार्च शॉर्ट में क्या है टोटल n टाइम लग रहा है। तो ऐसे हम लोग का ये क्या होगा कि उस स्टेटमेंट के लिए मर्ज जो स्टेटमेंट है, मर्ज l mid and high, after merging n elements will be present, that's why the time will be taken by n. So the total time, what will be the total time? Total time will be tn equal to 2tn by 2 plus n, if it will be n value will be greater than 1. तो हम लोग ये तो पता चल गया। अभी क्या है, रिकरेंस रिलेशन को इसको सॉल्व करेंगे। तो रिकरेंस रिलेशन से जाता है, हम लोग मास्टर्स थ्योरम देखे हैं ऑलरेडी, मास्टर्स थ्योरम हम लोग देख चुके हैं। तो मास्टर्स थ्योरम यूज करके हम इसको डायरेक्टली फॉर्मूला, अगर फॉर्मूला यूज करें तो इसको डायरेक्टली हम सॉल्व कर सकते हैं। कैसे सॉल्व करेंगे, देखो tn क्या है, tn इक्वल टू 2t n by 2 plus what, n. So the general structure of a dividing functions of a reconciliation is what, at n by b plus fn. This is the general structure, at n by b plus fn. So मेरा a क्या है, a equal to 2 and b is also 2. a equal to 2, b is equal to 2. So हम लोग का fn क्या है, fn है n. अब हम लोग जानते हैं उसको क्या करना है, हम लोगों को उसको n to the power k log pn में ट्रांसफॉर्म करना है, क्योंकि हम लोग जानते हैं। तो fn का हम लोग उस डिवाइडिंग फंक्शन में देखे थे, हम लोग का ये क्या है, थीटा n to the power k log pn, ये हम लोग का टोटल है n to the power k log pn. सो हम लोग का अगर इसको fn से, इस fn से उसको कंपेयर करें, तो हम लोग का k क्या होगा, k इक्वल टू 1 एंड p क्या है, p 0. तो n to the power 1 log to the power 0n, that means what, that means we will get n. so हम लोग का k भी मिल गया। अब हम लोग का और एक वैल्यू निकालना होता था, log b बेस a. so a और b हम लोग ऑलरेडी फाइंड कर चुके हैं। so a will be what, a will be 2 and b will also be 2 from in this algorithm. so what, 1. so log a base b equal to k. so log a base b equal to k means there will be the case 2 number, the case 2 number of the master's theorem. will look over that case 2. In case 2 there are also 3 sub cases present. if p is greater than -1, p is equal to -1, and p less than equal to -1. These 3 conditions is given. So here you can see p is greater than -1. So if p is greater than -1, what is the fn? Fn will be theta n to the power k log of p plus 1 by n. अगर p हम लोग का ग्रेटर देन 1 है, तो हम लोग क्या करते हैं, हम लोग का उधर फंक्शंस में दिया ही हुआ है कि तब थीटा इक्वल टू n टू द पावर k log p plus 1 by n होगा। so here what is our k? k is our what, k is our 1. k is already we have get that k is 1. so n to the power 1 log, what is our p? P is 0, 0 plus 1, n. So that means what? N log n. So direct from Master's theorem also we can get the result. Clear? समझ में आया सबको?
Yes, sir.
बाकी लोग का कोई किसी का क्वेरी है कि कैसे इसको हम फाइंड किए? Anyone has any question?
सर यहाँ पे p+1 क्यों लिए?
ये मास्टर्स थ्योरम का फॉर्मूला ही है। फॉर्मूला जब पिछले दिन हम दिखाए थे, देखे वो फॉर्मूला ही है मास्टर्स थ्योरम का, कि अगर हम लोग का तीनों केसेस होता है, एक होता है कि ये जो फॉर्मूला है मैथमेटिकली ऑलरेडी डिफाइंड है, दैट इफ पी इज, ये जो है log a base b equal to k, if log a base b equal to k, then it will be in the case 2. In case 2 there are 3 subcases present: p equal to -1, p greater than -1, and p less than equal to -1. If it is p greater than -1, then theta will be theta, then fn will be, sorry, not theta, fn will be theta n to the power k log p to the power plus 1 n. This is defined, this is already defined in the formula. If you see the formula, you can understand that the formula, in the formula it is already defined. So I have only used that formula in our example. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is all about the Marshall techniques, and through recurrence relation, how we can solve this. Okay. So if anyone has any question, ask, or otherwise the time will be ended till now, because time has ended. So thank you everyone.
Thank you, sir.
If anyone has any question, first read it. If anyone has any question, then you can ask me later also. Okay.